Welcome to my views and news. Some news stories from Ethiopia for you. Firstly, a journalist has been arrested. 2 days ago, we received information about his arrest, but the information remained unverified. So I shared the news story about his arrest. Then I made a correction, but now his arrest has been confirmed. Question is, where was he arrested? Was he arrested in Ethiopia and then taken to a neighboring country from where his arrest has been shown? Or was he arrested in a neighboring country and government is claiming that Interpol, international police, was involved in this operation to arrest the journalist? I have a few questions. Secondly, a leaked audio call recording of two Fano fighters is being shared in social media. The call seems to be from North Shore. Is it fake or genuine? We don't know. What are the two Fano fighters talking about? And thirdly, we have received more information about stealing of aid in Tigray. How was it being done? Who was involved? Was the aid being distributed by aid organization directly or by a Tigray regional government? We luckily got in touch with some humanitarians and now we have details for you. Firstly, viewers, a journalist has been arrested who was named by top Ethiopian security body a few days ago. A few days ago, Ethiopian Joint Security Task Force issued a statement saying that some journalists, scholars, activists based in Ethiopia and abroad, they had formed an organization and they were working to topple the government. And they were working in collaboration with extremist forces. Some of them were accused of plotting the murder of Gobeze Sisay, Amhara Prosperity Party leader, who was assassinated in North Shore a few days ago. One of the journalists named by Joint Security Task Force has been arrested. His name is Gobeze Sisay. Just a few hours ago, federal police confirmed his arrest. Federal police claims that Gobeze Sisay managed to escape Ethiopia, but in collaboration with international police, Interpol, and Djibouti's national police, Gobeze Sisay was arrested in Djibouti and then brought back to Ethiopia, to Addis Ababa. A video has been shared by state media showing the arrival of Gobeze Sisay in Addis Ababa. He can be seen getting off a plane in Addis Ababa. Now, firstly, state Joint Security Task Force comprising Ethiopian National Defense Force, federal police, intelligence agencies. This body is accusing Gobeze Sisay of organizing an extremist force in Kobo. That he was backing, organizing East Amhara Fano, it seems. Secondly, it is being alleged that he was he collaborated the assassination of Girma Yeshitila. Since Fano commanders were accused of assassination of Girma Yeshitila, Yime Rebodajo and Balata Shagao. Now, all those who are connected with the Fano commanders, they're being accused of the assassination as well. Where was he arrested? Because some news sources claim that he was arrested in Bahirdar and then taken to Djibouti, from where his arrest has been shown. Purpose could be that a message is being sent to those who are sitting abroad that Ethiopian forces, Ethiopian government are after them. They'll be arrested, they'll be brought back to Ethiopia, they'll be extradited. And several journalists named by the Joint Task Force a few days ago are based abroad, some in the US, like Ethio 360 journalists. Now, only point is that when governments involve Interpol, international police, it cannot be done within a few hours. You have to adopt a procedure. You have to provide all the evidence to the international police. I think then red warrant is issued by international police. Then Interpol is involved. So I don't know how quickly Ethiopian government was able to involve international police. And is there any extradition agreement between Djibouti and Ethiopia? I don't know. I'm only raising these questions. Djibouti's government will have to answer questions as well. How did it extradite an Ethiopian? Under which law? And can we say that journalists of Ethio 360 and others, they can be handed over to Ethiopian government by those governments of the countries where they live? Don't think so. I don't think that Ethiopian government can secure the return of Ethio 360 journalists. Those governments are known for protecting their citizens. Ethiopian government can start legal proceedings at some courts in the US. But in Africa, you know that especially in neighboring countries, anything can happen. So Gobeze Sisay has been arrested by the government. His arrest has been shown, confirmed by federal police. Secondly, viewers, a leaked audio call recording of some Fano fighters is being shared in social media. I don't know if it is authentic or not. But the call is about ongoing operation against these Fano fighters in North Shore. In North Shore of Amhara, we saw that Ethiopian army cleared the main towns and cities. Fano fighters retreated from shore orbit, from Majate, from other areas of North Shore. They fled towards the forests, mountains. Ethiopian army did not chase them. Now, the two who are talking, they say that they are in a difficult position, that they have been encircled. That Shigao, the North Shore Fano commander, is in a difficult position as well. That these fighters they could be arrested. That is what is implied. I don't know about the authenticity of this call recording, but I have no information from the ground that Shore Fano is in a difficult position, because Ethiopian army did not chase Shore Fano fighters. Ethiopian army remained deployed in towns and cities. It did not go after Fano fighters in the nearby mountainous areas, in the outskirts of main town cities of North Shore. So it's difficult to say what is happening there. Gondar Fano has come out of pressure, you can say, where local stood between Fano and Ethiopian army. Same happened in Shoa as well. But since Ethiopian army has named Shigao and Merevodajo that they are behind the assassination of Gurmashitila, so Ethiopian army will keep on making efforts to arrest Shigao. Third videos, more details for you about how aid was being stolen in Tigray, where World Food Program, USAID have suspended aid provision. Wheat food items distribution provision has been suspended. Non-food items are being supplied to Tigray now. I contacted some humanitarians. How was aid being distributed? How was flour? How was wheat being distributed in Tigray? The humanitarians say that the numbers were inflated. They said that when they visited IDP camps, local community elders provided them with numbers at how many people were in need of food aid. And aid organizations were providing food aid to locals, local community elders, local government, Tigray forces. And then Tigray forces, in collaboration with the government officials, local elders, were distributing the aid portions provided by the aid organizations. Numbers shown to aid organizations by Tigray forces, by Tigray government, by Tigray elders were exaggerated, inflated. That is how aid did not reach the deserving people. It was stolen. It was stolen with the involvement of all parties, involvement of Tigray forces, Tigray regional government, and community elders. That is how it happened. Aid organizations had no role in the stealing of the aid. Aid distribution was being monitored. It was being done by forces, regional forces, and the government officials. Getachew has ordered an investigation into these allegations of aid theft. Those responsible should be held accountable. No details shared by the government so far. How long will the government take to complete the investigation? Because people of Tigray are in dire need of aid. And those who are involved in this aid theft, do they deserve to be part of Tigray government or part of Tigray regional security structure? These people have no regard for the poor people of Tigray. They stole the aid which was meant for the poor people of Tigray. They stole it and then they sold it. The aid items were being sold at local markets. So they didn't do it for the people of Tigray, they did it for their own personal benefits. Let's see, will Tigray government hold these perpetrators accountable? Will they be punished? We'll see in coming days. Tigray government is asking for resumption of aid deliveries to Tigray, but how can aid organizations resume supply of aid to Tigray if numbers are inflated? It means Tigray interim government, Tigray regional government, Tigray police, all are part of this mechanism of stealing of aid. Thank you for watching.